Hi, boys and girls. I hope at this point you are just finishing up some final touches on your story with some revisions. Last week you worked on revising your full story. You did your introduction, you did your conclusion. So now we're just revising little things and making it stronger this week because we want you to finish by Wednesday evening so that you have some time to pick a super fun publishing project. So let's take a look at where we are in the writing process. Okay, so we are still in the revision process. You should have finished drafting last week. If you didn't, you really need to finish your story or your book because we are revising today. And our goal for today under revision is I can make sure to include transition words that are specific to my genre, okay? We've worked a lot this year on transition words. We're going to read through some of our exemplars. Raymond's Awesome Christmas Story, Judah's book about fencing, and the Dork Diaries opinion piece by Petra. And you're going to help me try to find some of these opinion words and see if you notice any differences between, not opinion words, transition words. And you're going to see if you notice any differences between how these authors use transition words and where they use them. Let's take a look. We'll start with Raymond's Awesome Christmas Story, our narrative piece. So let's take a look at a page from Raymond's Awesome Christmas, and I'll read it to you, and then we'll look for transition words together. See if you can find them on your own. I could feel my win. Yes, I am going to win, I screamed. My mouth was wide open. I was jumping up and down. I finally beat the ball slope. Phew, that was a close one, I yelled. I was sweating. My face was red. I was fanning with my hand. Then I was going to get revenge on my evil master, Darth Vader. But then, okay, so when I see this narrative, I see transition words that move us from one place to another, okay? A transition word are words that help readers move from one part of the story to the next, okay? In the narrative, it shows how when time passes, okay? So words like finally, right? What finally something happened, right? Then I see then, okay, I also see but then, okay, when we see transition words in a narrative, it usually talks about when time passes or when another event is coming, okay? Let's take a look at how the author uses transition words in our information book. Take a look at a piece from Judah. Retreat is the opposite of advance. Retreat is how you move backward. You move your foot back. You put your toe down first, then your heel. Next, you pull back your foot to your front foot, or till your front foot hits the floor surface all at once. Use yourself to stop gravity from pulling you down. Okay, so in narrative pieces, transition words are going to either show when new information is coming or they're going to put information in order. So the transition words I see here, I see Judah says, first, this is going to happen. Then this is going to happen. Next, he tells us what to do. Okay, so words like first, next, then, right? If you're doing how-to book, you're going to have a lot of transition words because you need to tell the steps in order. Okay, let's take a look at how Petra uses transition words in her opinion piece. Okay, I'm going to start from here. It is really bad because she's the only one who does not have a cell phone. Nikki buys a phone to try to look cool, but then it isn't very cool. For example, when the CCP girls, they are cute, cool, and popular, see it, they scream, make it go away. They think it's really dorky. Another reason it is good is that bad things just keep happening. It is kind of funny. The next bad thing is in the gym class, when Nikki does not make some friends. Okay, so here in opinion pieces, a lot of the time, transition words will show when reasons or examples are coming, okay, reasons that support your opinion. So here I see the transition, for example, that's actually transition, okay? It's telling you that next an example is coming that's going to support my opinion, okay? I also see the the words another reason, right? Another reason why I like this book is because, right? That's telling you there's another reason coming, okay? I also see the next bad thing coming, or the next reason why, or the next example I'm going to give you is this, okay? So we have different types of transition words for different types of genres, okay? So think about what the difference was between all three of those as we looked at them today, because it might just be that depending on your genre, you use different transition words, and that's okay, but you do have to make sure you have them in your writing. So think for a second, which transition words might you use in your writing? If you guess some of these according to your genre, then that's awesome. Today, you're going to go back into your writing, depending on what you've written, whether that's a narrative, an information book, or an opinion piece, and you're going to make sure you have at least a few of these in your writing, right? Remember, if you're writing a narrative, you want, and time is passing at some point in there, you want to include some of these. We have examples like one sunny day or one day, suddenly, later that day. If you're writing an information book, you want to make sure you have words that move you from step to step. So before, after, then, right? First, second, third. If you're writing an opinion piece, you want to have words that tell me or that tell the reader when an example or a reason is coming. So for example, because, another, also, things like that. Okay, guys? So this list will be made available to you. Today, you're going to go back in your writing, use a colored pen. You can just put those transition words in there wherever you think they make sense, okay? I'll show you really quick how I add transition words into my opinion piece, okay? So I'm looking at the transition words from my writing, and I see, for example, I see the first, second, or third reason, and I'm going to see if I can find a spot where I can stick those into my opinion piece, okay? Let's take a look. So I'm just looking at this paragraph right here, and it starts like this. Captain America is my favorite Avenger because he's the leader of the Avengers. He tells other Avengers like Thor and Hulk what to do because he's an expert soldier, right? I already have because, that's, we said, a transition word. But right here I say Captain America is my favorite Avenger. True. I can stick in a transition right there by saying the first, I'll put a caret, everyone, you can do that. The first reason why Captain America is my favorite is, right? So the first reason that Captain America is my favorite Avenger is because he's the leader. See, I used the word first reason there. Now I have a transition word. It tells you that a reason is coming. Here I can say, well, he tells, why is he a leader? Because he tells other Avengers what to do. So here I can put the words for example, right? For example, case now, he tells other Avengers what to do. There's my transition showing that an example is coming, okay? So use that caret, use a different color so we can tell. Today your goal is to revise your writing, go through the whole thing, add in those transition words to show that one part of your story is moving to the next part. Okay, guys, best of luck today in revising your work to make sure it includes transition words that are specific to your genre, right? You don't want to use narrative transition words in an opinion piece, right? So don't forget this chart. Take a look at it. Use the transition words from your genre. Good luck today, guys. You're almost ready for publication. Push through. You're almost there.